thoughts on the game tonight?
In between two minds a little bit, and you know, we spoke in the locker room a little bit about good resiliency to get something out of the game, and the subs did a really good job of coming in and I think changing the energy of the game. But in some ways, it feels like 2 points lost because we played well. We had enough chances to score, and the goals were, fairly naive on our end, and some two poor giveaways that led to goals, and that's something that we continue to have some issues with, and not maximizing the points when we play this well on the road. So, but again, then I switch into resiliency and able to get something out of the game when it wasn't our best night. So we'll take the point. We'll go back. We have Seattle now at home, and we need to get a better performance from this group and myself at home. And but on the road, we've been pretty good.
We'll start with questions in the room, then jump to Zoom. David, go ahead.
Hi, Ben. You told us that the goals were going to come, and 3 straight games that you guys have scored 2 goals or more. How does that make you feel going into Wednesday?
Well, it was 2 goals, and so the goal does seem a little bigger right now, and we also had a few other really good looks. And that part was, again, disappointing because I thought there could have been 3 or 4. But I know that was a long 2 weeks for Atlanta, and they were gritty tonight, and it mattered to that group, and you could see the coach had them pretty jazzed up, and they gave everything. So it was a tough team, and they were missing a few guys, but I really thought collectively they made it tough on us throughout the night. But again, glad to get the point, and glad to get some goals.
And then individually, I want to ask you about Latif Blessing. Right, his recent form has been really good, scoring goals and contributing for the team.
Well, I've loved watching Latif for a long time now, and he comes in here and to this group and fits right in the culture, and also gives us good minutes, and we know he brings good energy, and he's been given a lot of goals. His movement in the box, he really smells opportunities, and he's been helping us out in that area.
Juan, go ahead.
Hello, Ben. Juan, congratulations on the point. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your midfield today, Jen. It seemed like for the first part of the season, you guys were a little bit more passive on the ball compared to how you guys are doing now. You guys are making runs into the box, and you guys are creating all the chances. So has that been more of an adjustment that you've made?
No.
Or is it just that the players are getting more comfortable?
Well, yeah, and we, when we were not scoring goals, we started to dissect a little bit more of what obviously what we're not doing to score these goals, and a lot of it comes down to actions and selfless runs and taking players away. Just more actions and a little bit more bravery in the final third, better service, all this stuff you continue to work on, but you go through these periods throughout the season where you score some goals, you don't, they dry up, and then you get hot, and the goal seems bigger. So we've certainly worked on it, and the guys have, I think, responded.
As this game went on, it seemed like things were starting to get to an head. Both sides were really intense, really aggressive. What was your message to the guys at halftime to make sure that this game didn't get out of hand?
Well, I think that's it. 1-1 on the road. I just didn't want to get stretched. Their transition's real. They got some flyers out wide, and Amada's a handful, and Rios put a good shift in. So the transition moments were costing us at times. Some of the direct play caused us some trouble, and just not to be stretched. We knew there was a goal out there in the second half, so the goal was to kind of keep a clean sheet, be a little bit more pragmatic, and press at the right times, and not just every time. And we thought the goal would come, and unfortunately, we foul up a play in the back, and they capitalized on it, and we ended up, but grabbed something there in the end.
Thank you, Ben.
It was long, huh?
Anyone else?
Yeah, I have one, if you don't mind.
Go ahead, brother.
Just real quickly, you touched on it, and it feels like 2 points lost, and mostly on our end, where it's mental mistakes, and a learning opportunity for Mikael. How do you fix that? And the short turnaround helps, but how do you correct that mid-season, especially on a short week like that?
I don't have to fix anything with Mika. Mika knows that that wasn't his finest moment. Griff knows that wasn't his finest moment. they'll be pissed off at themselves tonight, and they'll make sure that doesn't happen again. So that's not. I don't need to coach them or hold their, hold them over the coals. They get it. Griffin also on the other side, I thought had a really good game. Some of his service, he was very dangerous, and I thought he had a great game overall. So these are just the little things that are not allowing us to maximize these points, and it's a little bit of a theme, and we want more of this group, and we want to have a higher standard, and we'll just continue to keep pushing.